In this video, let's create a stair tower in here. We're probably going to move it, but for the purpose of this video, we'll show you how to create a stair tower for this model. So what we'll do here is, I think the first thing we'll want to do is go to the architecture tab. And then over here, kind of in the middle on that tab is a stair. And I know some of you did stairs a little bit on your homes, but this one will be 4 or 5 story because we're going to go up to the roof. Most stairs are required to either go all the way to the roof for roof access for firefighters or have a hatch so that they can access the roof. So go ahead and select stair. The 7 max riser 11 tread should be the first family that comes up. So what I want you to do is edit the type and then duplicate it and just call it 7 max riser 11-inch tread 2 or 3 or whatever, just so we can keep the original one so that we can reference back to it. So once you do that, you'll duplicate, you'll have the 7 max riser 11-inch tread 2. And then the actual run width, change that to 4 feet. And you can just find that here. Underneath here, you just type 4, enter. And then we're going to change the location line to exterior support right. And make sure your automatic landing is set. And then it should automatically be selected to this straight. So the first run of stairs, and we want to make a landing in the middle. So we have 12 feet floor height. And so in order to make the stair have a landing in the middle, we're going to leave the base level level 1 and 0 offset, and then level 2, and the top offset will be -6 feet. So that means when we select and kind of do it in your architectural model up here in the first north third. So anywhere in here is fine because we're going to move it later. So just select anywhere and drag to the right. And you can see it's only going to go as far as that distance. It's only going to go as far as 6 feet. And so here it says it's giving us 11 treads. So now the next section of stair, we're going to make this level 2 0. And we're going to get back into the straight, create a straight run. And we're going to give an offset of 6 feet and then up to 0, a level 2. And then go ahead and pick, you can see the stair risers here. These that represent the risers. And what we'll want to do is not pick the riser that's this first. So if you're going up the stair, the arrow shows the direction. There's going to be a landing and it's going to come back. We'll want to go back about 11 inches. That should be the depth of these treads. And so pick anywhere and then go past the end of the stair, and you can see it stops where it needs to. And you can see in the light gray that it is actually creating a landing. And if you were to hit DI or go to your annotate tab to hit the dimension, pick a line dimension, and you can check the landing. And yep, it's 4 feet. And so that's what we want. You can also go from the stringers here and you can select the stringer so that you can move the stair. So like if you wanted to have a 1 foot, and I think we'll actually probably want a 1 foot dimension between the stair and the dimension and the stair going down and going up. Next thing to check before you hit OK is over here, because we started with the second run with the 6, make that back to 0 so that it puts our stair back starting at level 1 and going up to level 2. And so our total stair height is 12 feet. So the next thing you can do, actually after you're done, you can hit the finish edit mode. And then now you have a stair. So it created a stair, landing, and then a stair up to level 2. So the next thing I want to do is I want to get a look at just this stair. So just note, so you see we have our project browser. We have this 3D view. This 3D view is the default 3D view. Now on the Modify tab, come up here on the right, all the way on the right is the Modify tab. There is this little selection box view. And so basically what that does is if you select any elements and you hit that little box, it will create a 3D section view of just the elements you've selected. Now, if you have a 3D view, it will overwrite that 3D view, this default 3D view in brackets. And let's say you're in a so it'll overwrite that view if we were just to be in a plan view or in a section view or any other view besides a 3D view. If you were to select this selection box, it will overwrite this 3D view. Now, if you're in this other view that you've already got a 3D view made, just note that if you were to, let's say, highlight this building and you were to hit this, it's going to overwrite this test view. So if you're in a 3D view, this selection box will overwrite it. If you're not on a 3D view, it will overwrite the default 3D view. Now let's say you don't have this default 3D view, so I just deleted it. And then to undo this, so I can just uncheck the section box and it'll put it back. And I can hit section box again and it resets the section box to be the extent. So if you don't have a 3D view over here yet, and you highlight this stair that we just drew, go to your Modify tab, and then select the section box. It will create a new 3D view. And so see now we have the default 3D view. Double click the middle mouse button to zoom, or you can come over here to zoom in a region where it gives you the little window thing so you can zoom in based on a rectangle you draw. Zoom out ×2, zoom to fit all. That does all your sheets that are open and visible. Zoom to sheet size and previous pan view. So now we've got this view of the stair. We can see it automatically did railings, and it did this landing, automatic landing, and we're going to adjust those in a separate video. For now, I'm going to actually stretch this view up so that we can go up above our top of parapet line. Just enables us to see. So we want this stair to go all the way up. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the stair, and then it's going to say select levels. So we can either edit the stair profile again or select the levels. You can see that the levels are now grayed out, and we can select 3 and 4 and I believe 5. Actually, let's window over them because we would need to hold control to pick all of them. And just to make sure, I think that's what we want. And then you can see we can also undo levels by clicking disconnect levels, hit the green check, and then bam, we've got a stair. It goes all the way up to where we want. We didn't have to draw it or copy it up each floor. So now if you were to select this stair tower, you notice that the edit stairs is grayed out, and multi-story stair is called multi-story stair now. To edit this stair profile, just tab in once when you're hovering over the stair multi-story tower, and now you can edit the stair tower, or the stair, the individual stair. And so what it does is you'd edit this profile and then it will automatically adjust these. Now, if you were to change this floor height, if you drag it up a bit, it's automatically going to adjust the stairs. And it gave you a little warning that it did. So now if I were to go in here to tab, it's saying these top two stairs, top and bottom stairs, are the same, and these middle two are different now, and that's because I drug this level up. So I'm just going to hit undo. So now that they should all be the same. Now the next thing we're going to do is, if you don't have a level 2 plan, go ahead and create it. So if you go to the View tab, go to Plan Views, Floor Plan, and then you'll see your level 2. And I'm actually going to create level 2, 3, and 4, and roof. So go ahead and create your level 2 through roof plans and hit OK. It'll open the last plan that you did. I'm going to close the roof, but then I'm going to open up level 2. And so what we'll need to do is, now we have our floor. Obviously, if you try to go up this stair, you would run into the top of the concrete, and that isn't going to work. So what we'll do is, you find the floor edge here. If you scroll to, what I'm doing is just middle mouse wheel scrolling. To get to this corner, I'm going to double click on it so that I can access the floor profile. You can also access it by hitting Edit Boundary. It's up on the Modify tab. So I'll edit boundary, and then you'll come back to your stair. And then what we're going to do is, we're going to edit the boundary. We're going to add a opening for this floor. So we can hit the edit boundary line, grab the rectangle tool, pick one side. I pick the bottom right of my stair, and then we can just drag a rectangle. And then I'm going to align. So if I go up here, my Modify tab, I hit Align, and I will align to the stair opening, so that now when I hit the green check, I will have a hole in my floor, so that when the stair comes up, let's toggle view. So if you go to View, close level 1, go to View, and then Tile Views, and you can see now I've got a hole in the slab for my stair. So the next thing we'll do is just, I'm going to double click on this slab again. So if you select the slab, and you can double click on it, I'm going to tab once when I'm hovering over the magenta lines to select all of them. And I'm going to hit Control C to copy. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit Finish Edit Mode. I'm going to open up level 3. And I'm going to go select the slab. Then I can go to Paste. Paste align to current view. And that'll paste that opening right on that same slab location. I'll go to level 4. Hover over this top corner to get the slab. Double click or hit Edit Boundary. Go back up to Paste, Align to current view, and it'll place that slab on level 4. And so now we just need to do the last thing to level 5. We'll come back later and adjust these, or the roof level, sorry. We'll come back and adjust these a little bit too once we get them. But now at least we have our stair tower and we've got our openings. We're also going to come back in a later video and adjust the railings too, because we will want to enclose this stair. And align to current view, and now we've got a stair tower. So if I in my 3D view, I were to grab this and then grab the little arrow grips to move it out, you can kind of see a better idea of where a stair is on the floor. And get an idea of the entire stair tower here. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to go to level 1 again. So let's go back to level 1 and let's just add a rated wall around the stair. So the stairs, because they are exit and means of egress, which means how do you get out of the building, these need to be protected by fire, from fire, by using rated walls. So a rated wall is a wall that has a UL listed assembly, which UL I believe is Underwriter's Laboratory. And so what they do is they create the walls and they will test them. So I think they basically set them on fire and see how long it takes for the fire to get through the wall. And so you have to treat rated walls much different than you would any other kind of wall, because if you have a penetration that goes through a rated wall, you will need to seal that penetration with what they call fire caulking, or they'll need to seal it up so that there's fire rated sealant on any openings. So we can go to our Architecture tab, and we'll go to Wall. And let's look for, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the basic walls, you can see that we have these already preloaded to our rated walls. And so stair tower is typically going to be 2-hour rated. Stair and elevator, which we'll add elevator later. So if we can pick this 6 1/8 2-hour partition, which I'm going to guess is going to be what, a 4-inch thick wall. So we might actually change that. So here we'll just reset the constraints of the wall. Little error came up. I don't know if it came up for you, but just hit E to reconstrain. And so we'll select the height up to level 2. And the base constraint is level 1. And we'll make sure, check your properties to make sure there isn't an offset. So here we had a 10-foot offset. And I think that's because I was doing other things in the model, but I kind of reset everything so that we could do this together. So yours should probably just say finish face or probably wall center line, level 1, 0 base offset, up to level 2 with a 0 top offset. So I'm going to select finish face interior, so that'll put the chipboard on this side here. So you can see where I'm drawing the line. That means this side is the interior side, and this top side or outside part will be considered the exterior. It's the same 2 layers on both sides. So yeah, we'll take a look at that here in a second. So let's just draw our wall around the stair. Oops, this is an 8-inch concrete wall. Let me erase that. I'm going to go back to wall. Scroll down. Pick the 2-hour 6 1/8 inch partition. And we'll draw all the way around this stair. And come out a little bit away from the stair. And then use the trim command to make this rectangle around the stair. So now the next thing you want to do is you'll hover over the stair, hit the tab once so it selects the entire chain of walls, and give them offset, negative 6-inch offset, because we have a 6-inch slab. We have a the 3-inch corrugated deck that we did in the last video, and a 3-inch topping slab. And so what we'll do is you'll be able to see that the wall will stop at the bottom of this concrete. And Let's just add a door in here for now. And notice the door will need to be on this side. And then also too, we'll need to make this a rated door. So this door will have to have the same rating as this wall. This will have to be a 2-hour rated door, but we're not going to worry about that at this moment. And so now we've got this door. You'll need a certain amount of clear space in here so that people can get up the stair. And now we've got our 2-hour wall. Let's go ahead and edit type. So let's select this wall and let's check it out. So hit edit type on the properties panel, and then go to the structure and hit edit structure. Hit the preview pane, and let's change that to the section mode. And you can see by looking at it, you can see we have 2 layers of 5/8" chipboard on both sides, 3 5/8" metal studs, and then 5/8 on the other side. And I think that'll be just fine. We'll just leave it at that for now, and we can easily change that later. So next thing we'll do is we'll hover over the wall. Don't select it yet. Hit tab to select the chain of the walls, and hit Control-C to copy. And then I'm going to try a little something different, a little something new. Now I'm going to go to the Modify tab and paste. And let's paste align to selected levels. And let's hit 2, 3, and 4. And we'll hit 5, or the roof also. So it'll put because we'll need a 2-hour rated, except actually let's not do the roof. Cancel that, so just 1, 2, 3. So these will be interior walls going all the way up. On the roof, it'll be an exterior wall. We'll hit OK. And then now we've got our wall and our stair tower all the way up with the rated walls surrounding it. And let's do one more thing while we're here. Let's right click on so we should have created a section before. If you haven't, go ahead and go to your annotate tab, or I'm sorry, your view tab, and hit section, or go up to your quick access toolbar. Right click on the section, and then go to view. And let's copy this second floor slab down. So just go to your modify tab or hit CO, hit copy, and then copy this straight down. And then we don't want the concrete over metal deck. This will be slab on grade. So let's select our generic 12". We're going to edit the type, duplicate, and we're going to make this slab on grade. So we duplicated it. We'll call it slab on grade. Edit the type, and let's make this a 6" slab. Change the material for the material, and we'll type at the top concrete to get our concrete options. And we're going to want to do cast in place concrete, and hit OK. And OK again. And now we've got our concrete. Don't worry, we'll adjust this grade at a later time. And so now we've got all the floors in. And actually this floor, let's do one more thing while we're at it. This floor is going to extend into the wall, unlike these other floors where we're stopping behind the wall. We'll want this floor to, the ground floor, the slab on grade, to extend into our wall cavities here. So we'll go to edit boundary. Yep, we'll tell it level 1 is fine to open that view. We'll also want to delete this this hole in the middle. We don't need that because the stair is going to start on this level 1. And let's go, so I just windowed over that stair on that level 1 and deleted it. Let's go to our Align tool in the Modify tab. So Modify, Align. And let's align with the face of the stud. So if you hover over the wall, you'll see the layer for the interior gypboard, then the 6-inch stud, and then this 5/8 inch stud. We'll want to align with this. I'll draw a little line on top of it. We'll want to align with this side, so it'll be face of stud. That seems to be pretty common. So we'll hit align, and I'm going to pick face of core. So I'll hit align, and then prefer face of core, so it'll more quickly grab that core line instead of the center line. I did that corner. I'm going to scroll down to the opposite corner and align again. And now if we go back to our section, our floor is sitting here on our wall is sitting here on the floor. All right, so that'll be the last thing we'll do for this video. Please let me know if you have any questions or any comments, or need me to go over anything. Other than that, we'll see you later this week.